down so long it looked like half to me.
Hey everybody, Happy New Year! I know I haven't recorded in a while, but trust me, one of my New Year resolutions is to be a lot more consistent on YouTube, do a lot more action rather than just talking. So we're just gonna jump right into the video. As you can see, I'm basically just doing my eyebrows, and I need my eyebrows done so they do not look perfect. And the eyebrow pencil that I used, it was from L'Oreal, I think, and it was in the darker shade. Now I'm going to prime my face. This is using Benefit's Porefessional primer, which you guys already know. I use this in all of my tutorials. I don't even think there's one tutorial where I haven't used it, but I do like to pair it up now with the Fenty Pro Filter primer, and I mainly like to put that in my T-zone because it's weird. Like, it's the driest area that creases, but then again, it's the most oily area, so I don't know. Now I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. I haven't used this one in a while actually, but I tried it the other day and I fell in love with it all over again. I'm in the color 109, and you guys already know I take my time blending my face because that's what I like to do best. I feel like that's the most important part of your makeup application. So anyways, as I'm taking my time blending, I know you guys are gonna have questions about the hair. If you haven't seen my other hair reviews, I will link the description to those in the description box. However, it's the same exact hair that I've had for like legit almost a year now, from KENDRA'S boutique, the Brazilian exotic curly. Some of the bundles I have in the Brazilian loose curly, it's just not as tight of a curl, but it kind of looks the same to me when they're wet. This time I actually have a closure and I don't have a frontal, and I actually remade the wig by myself. So if it doesn't look as perfect, don't judge me. But I actually think it came out kind of good, actually. I'm kind of proud of myself. So going back into the makeup, now I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Fawn. I'm going to put that on both under my eyes, duh. And soon I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I think that one is something tan. I forgot. I'll link it in the description box. But I like to layer that over the Fawn. And then afterwards I add a little bit more Fawn just to make everything even, because I don't want it to be too bright. I don't really like that look. I like it to, you know, look like it's all supposed to go in together. And then for contour, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Beautiful Bronze, I believe. By the way, I do like to blend out my contour first now, because I like to let the concealer under my eyes dry down a little bit just so it could cake up and I get more of a full coverage, because I have bags underneath my eyes. If you guys have any recommendations to what I can use for that, please let me know, because it's highly annoying and I really want to get rid of them. But so until then, this is what I do with my concealer, just so it can cover it up a little bit more. That way I don't have to pack on more concealer onto my face or any more product. I don't want to have the cake face, and you guys already know that. So yeah. So after I'm done blending out the concealer, I do like to go in with the bottom portion of my blender just to blend the foundation in with the concealer so it doesn't look separate. Next, of course, I'm using my Mercier translucent setting powder. I have not touched another setting powder until this one came out. I bought the Maybelline ones, and it just wasn't the same for me. If I do want to use the Maybelline one, I still mix it with my Mercier powder. Next, it's my Rayray's palette. The combination that she did with BH Cosmetics. I love this palette. She has everything in one palette, which I think is awesome and is highly affordable. I like to use the two contour shades that she has in there to contour my face. The darkest shade though, I like it because I don't know if you guys could tell, it adds that really shadow definition for the contour, which is what I'm looking for. But please be very, very light-handed with that. That color is very, very heavy. Like, as you see, I go back in with my beauty blender just to blend it out because I don't want it to be too harsh. But at the same time, it's a good color. So, yeah, you know. So now I'm going into her eyeshadow portion of the palette. The first transition shade that I'm using is the color Mousse. That one is like a nice little brown shade, perfect for a transition. Next, I added Control Freak and Spice as the shade for my crease, just to kind of deepen it up a little bit and add a little bit more color. Now I'm adding the color Sunset And I'm using that in the outer corner and the inner corner because I'm going to create a halo look. And I like to go back in after doing that and blending it all out, just so it, you know, nothing looks too harsh. You want everything to blend together as always. Now for the middle shade, I use the color Allison, which is a very nice gold champagne-y shade. It's like, it stood out. But honestly, I always wet my brush with MAC Fix Plus before I add any shimmery shades. But I feel like even if you didn't do that, the color payoff would still be perfect. I just have a habit of doing that, so I do it automatically. Because I did all my foundation and powder and everything first. Honestly, there wasn't even really fallout. There was like little to none fallout that I had to wipe off. And that's pretty impressive. So shout out to It's by Rayray for that, because this is definitely a good palette. So as you can see, I added some lashes. These lashes are bomb. I will definitely list them in the description box for you guys. I did not do any wing liner because with the sunset eye looks, I just kind of feel like they look better without any wing liner. I did add eyeliner, however, and I always poke myself in the eye with that. So you see me waving some air into my eye because that shit hurt. Now at my bottom lash line, I forgot what I used. I think I used my crease color. So I used Control Freak and Spice. And oh, I did still add Sunset as well, which is the color I use in the outer corner and inner corner. And I also did Fairy Tale, which is a nice purple color. I did also add that Allison shade into my tear duct to just spice it up a little bit. And now I'm using some ColourPop lip glosses. So I'll definitely list the lip glosses that I use from ColourPop in the description box as well. All of the details will be in the description box. As you can see, this was the final look. Pretty simple, very easy. I hope you guys like it. I'll definitely make sure I do a lot more videos. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Subscribe.